Hi there, Sue here. Just thought I would give you guys an update on what's happening with my rash. So if you haven't seen my histamine video, go back 1 or 2 videos and you'll find that. So about a month ago, over a couple of days, I developed this rash all over my body, from my shoulders, all down my arms. I started on my arms, shoulders, all over my body, down to my knees. And it's taken pretty much a month to get it just about gone, so it's almost gone. I still get a little bit itchy on my arms. It's kind of on the insides of my arms and under here. There's not a whole lot to see. You can feel it just very slightly. And what I find is that it gets really itchy after I've had tea at night time, after I've had dinner. And you know, I'll have meat for lunch and it's fine, and then I'll have meat for dinner and for some reason it kicks off after dinner. I'm not really sure why. It might be that thing like, you know, when you get a cold and everything's worse at night time, I don't know. So I have some nights like last night where I woke up a couple of times and I was scratching, but then I had 1 tequila last night, so that might be why, because alcohol inhibits DAO, and DAO is what breaks down histamine. So what I'm doing is basically I'm avoiding some aged foods. I've still been having a little bit of cheese and stuff. I am drinking dandelion and chicory coffee because they help to break down histamine. I am taking kidney capsules. So kidney contains the DAO enzyme, so I don't particularly like kidney. I'm going to try and eat it again. Haven't had it probably since I was a kid. But I've got capsules, so I'm taking those. And so I'm taking those every day at the moment. And what else am I doing? I am been taking Feverfew off and on. And that's about it really. So yeah, so it's gradually getting better. That I know that it's getting better over the last 2 days is because all of a sudden my appetite's reduced and I'm not feeling the cold as bad. And that's really, it fascinates me because this has been something that's been most of my life, is just this huge insatiable appetite. Never felt like I had enough to eat really, and food was always quite a fixation, and except for when my thyroid was overactive, it was very different then. And I've always kind of felt the cold and have had problems with that whole body temperature regulation thing. And now I'd noticed before this histamine thing kicked off that I was pretty good, and then through this histamine issue with this rash, it's been not so good. Just checking, I thought hubby might want to come inside. So yeah, I noticed that it wasn't so good. So I was feeling the cold. I was just insatiable hunger. It kind of feels like you can't fill up. And even though you kind of get the almost sort of a full feeling, but not really. And it's weird. But now, like I had a couple of lamb chops yesterday at lunchtime, and then when I went to have dinner I really wasn't very hungry. We had beef ribs that I'd done in the oven, which were just falling off the bone, amazing. A lot of fat on them, and I had just a little bit and then I couldn't have any more, and then I had some berries afterwards, but that was all. So I'm still eating the berries off and on, mostly on at the moment, because they seem to just help with the whole oxalate dumping and bowel thing. So I have blueberries or raspberries or both, and sometimes strawberries, and I actually managed to get boysenberries today for the first time in ages. So yes, I have some of those. Now the other thing that I'm changing, I listened to a video yesterday by Paul Saladino, and he's interviewing the man who owns the raw milk farm in California, the biggest raw milk farm in the world, I think they said. And it was a really interesting video. I'll link to that below here and you can go and check it out. So I was having raw milk for quite a few months last year, and I was making kefir with it and having that every day. And then I stopped because I thought it might have been stopping my weight loss because I wasn't losing any weight and I just so desperately want to lose weight. So I stopped. But listening to that video yesterday, I'm kind of thinking that it is something that I should be having because it helps to heal your gut. And the raw milk on its own, or kefir. And so I went out today and I got 8 litres of raw milk. And the reason I buy so much is because the farm that we get it from is about half hour, 40 minutes away. And it's on the way back from where we do our shopping. So we went up and went shopping and I got some raw milk on the way home. So I'm going to start making kefir again. I've got some kefir grains in the freezer from last year. Now, this is a bit of an experiment because I froze these ones in August last year. So they have been in the freezer for over a year in some milk powder. And so I've brought them out, I've rinsed them all off and I've put them in a little bit of milk to see if they do their thing. Failing that, I have a friend who has kefir grains. She's bringing me some on Tuesday. So it means that I can make my kefir either way. And then I've been looking at making some butter, so raw butter, because I can't buy raw butter here in New Zealand. There is just nowhere really that you can buy it from. So I'm going to have a go at making my own butter. And I'm going to make it in the Thermomix. So I have a Thermomix which I was thinking about selling because I'm really not using it on Carnivore. The only thing it gets used for is for making hubby's bread and heating up bone broth. And I can't even have bone broth at the moment with this bloody histamine thing going on. So it's really only being used for the bread, and I can make the bread by hand. And so I was thinking about selling the Thermomix because it's a fairly expensive piece of kit to be sitting there doing nothing. But now, if I'm going to make butter, that might be a whole different ball game. So I'll do some videos about making butter very soon. And then from that, I'll have buttermilk, which I can also ferment. And I'm going to have a go at making quark, which is kind of in between a ricotta and cottage cheese. So this is all a little bit exciting. This sort of stuff kind of buzzes me a little bit. I like playing around with things like this. So yeah, so that's me. So I'm back on the raw milk. I came home today and I had a glass of nice cold raw Jersey milk and it was amazing. And so I feel great. I'm going to see if this helps to heal my gut. I've also ordered some colostrum capsules, and so I'm going to take those, just the one lot. I think there's enough in there to last me for 2 months, so I thought I'll take those with the raw milk, and then I'll keep going with the raw milk and the kefir, and I will see how I go with all of this and see if I can get this bloody gut digestive system healed up once and for all, so that this histamine thing is not ever going to be a problem again. And yeah, so that's my plan, and that's where I'm at. So short video, I said. How long is that? It's only about 8 minutes. I think I haven't got my glasses on, I can't see. Nice short video. If you have any questions or comments, please fire away below, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I will come and talk to you again another day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.